When you leave your job, you have three options with your 401k, and most people choose the wrong one. That choice can cost you control of your target retirement asset. Think about it. You worked for decades saving out of every paycheck, but if you leave your money in the wrong place, your old employer still calls the shots on the custodian, on the rules, and even on the investment menu, not you. I'm Scott Grosskreutz, best-selling author and financial advisor to hundreds of families across the country. The 401k came out of a tax law in 1978, and by the 1980s, companies realized they could use it to replace pensions. It became the dominant retirement plan in America because it really shifted the responsibility for retirement from employers to employees. The IRA came out a little earlier in 1974 with the Employee Retirement Income Security Act. It gave individuals a way to save on their own with tax advantages. Then in 1997, the Roth IRA was added, letting people save after tax and grow their money tax-free. So the reason you even have this decision today is simple. 401ks were built for employers, IRAs were built for individuals, but they overlap in how we save for retirement, which is why this rollover decision even exists. Let's start with the first option, leaving your 401k where it is. On the pro side, leaving it there may give you access to institutional share classes that have extremely low fees. These are funds that often cost less than what you would buy in a retail IRA. You also keep the IRSA protections that come with a 401k, which in many states provides stronger safeguards from creditors than IRAs do. And if you leave your job at age 55 or later, you may be able to withdraw from that 401k without that 10% early withdrawal penalty. That's a huge deal if you plan to retire before 59 and a half, but there are trade-offs. When you leave your account behind, you can't make new contributions. Your investment menu is limited to whatever funds your old employer's plan offers. And you're still tied to those decisions. If they change custodians or if HR decides to swap out funds, your account changes whether you like it or not. You lose control. Therefore, leaving money behind can work if the plan has great pricing and you're retiring early, but it's less attractive if you want flexibility or hands-on control. Now let's look at your second option, rolling into your current employer's 401k. The biggest advantage here is consolidation. Having all your retirement savings in one account just makes life so much easier and simpler. One login, one statement, one custodian, whether that's Fidelity, Charles Schwab, or Morgan Stanley. Everything is in one place, which makes it easier to track and rebalance. Another pro is that many current employer plans offer low-cost institutional funds, so you may be able to keep fees down. And if you're still working past age 73, you may even be able to delay minimum distributions in your current 401k, something you can't do with an IRA. But here too, there are trade-offs. You're still limited to the investment menu chosen by your employer, and the service you get is usually through HR or a call center, not a personalized advisor. You're also still subject to your own company's plan changes. If they switch custodians or change providers, your account shifts along with it. Therefore, rolling into your current employer's 401k can be a smart option if you value simplicity, want to keep costs low, and plan to keep working for years. But it's really not the best option if you want broader investment choices or direct control of those choices. Finally, let's explore the third option, rolling your 401k into an IRA. This is where control shifts fully to you. You can choose your custodian. You can pick from thousands of investment options, ETFs, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, alternatives. You're not stuck with a short menu picked by an employer committee. IRAs also give you more flexibility in naming beneficiaries and coordinating with estate tools like trusts. And for people who want professional guidance, an IRA is often easier to integrate with a financial advisor who can build a custom strategy around your goals. But there are also a lot of downsides. Contribution limits are in an IRA. They're much lower than in a 401k. So while you can roll money in, you can't add nearly as much in each year. IRAs don't always carry the same level of creditor protection also as 401ks. It really depends on your state. And you give up the ability to use that age 55 withdrawal rule or the special tax treatment for employer stock known as unrealized appreciation. Therefore, rolling into an IRA can give you unmatched flexibility and control, but you want to be sure that you're not giving up valuable 401k benefits that matter in your particular situation. Most people pick the wrong option with their 401k, and it costs them control, flexibility, and sometimes thousands of dollars in retirement. The right move can mean more freedom, more tax saving, and more security, but the wrong one can lock you into restrictions and lost opportunities you can't get back. The decision shapes your retirement future. Get it right, and you protect your freedom to live the life you've worked so hard for. Your future is too important to wing it. Visit sgretire.com and discover how you can build a fulfilling retirement.